Hi, second graders. Happy Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Today, you will be solving two-step story problems. So with every question, you will have two different math mountains or two different equations in order to solve. If you only have one, that's a red flag that you know it's wrong because every one of these will have two steps to get you to the answer. Okay, right now, I would like you to take out pages 257 to 258, and we are going to walk through the first three together, and then the three on the back you are going to do on your own, and then seesaw me your math or take a picture of it and email it to me. Okay, so go ahead and take out page 257. Whoops, wrong one. And how I started off on each one, I put a 1 with a circle or a square around it with a math mountain, a 2 with a math mountain, because I know every one of these problems, I already know will have two steps to it. Ready? Let's read the first one. A farmer has 2 crates of milk bottles for sale. Each crate has 24 bottles. He sells 35 bottles. How many bottles of milk are left? So right now, do we know how many total milk crates he has? No, we do not. So our unknown is up at the top there. Oops. We know that he has 2 crates, and each of those crates has how many bottles? 24. You're right. So I have 2 crates. Each crate has 24. I need to figure out how many total bottles does he have. So on the side, I'm going to write 24 plus 24 equals what? 4 and 4 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. I didn't make any new 10s. So I'm going to put my total up at the top here because 48. He has a total of 48 bottles. Now step number 2. He has a total of how many bottles? 48. So let's put 48 at the top. How many of those bottles does he sell? 35. You're right. He sells 35 bottles. So then our unknown is how many bottles does he have left then? That's what we have to solve for. If we do our subtraction and our plus, it tells us what we need to do then. 35 plus what equals 48, or 48 minus 35 equals what? I'm going to erase this equation over here so I have room to solve that. You can leave yours to show your work. So I'm going to do 48 minus 35 equals how many bottles he has left. So 8 minus 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 3. And 4 minus 1 is, or 4 minus 3 is 1. So then I know he has how many bottles of milk left? 13. Yep. So then I'm going to put my answer with my label. 13 milk bottles. Okay. So that story problem had 2 separate equations. I needed 2 steps. Okay, I couldn't solve the question without doing the first step first. All right, question number 2. I want you to again draw a math mountain with a number 1, draw a math mountain with a number 2, because we have 2 steps that we need to do to solve what it's asking us. So let's read it first. There are 6 children at the library. 12 are girls and the rest are boys. Then 7 more boys come to the library. How many boys are at the library now? What's the first question we need to figure out? Yep, we know that there are 26 children at the library. 12 of them are girls and the rest are boys. Do we know how many boys there were to start with yet? Nope. So my total is, how many children do I have at the library? 26. How many of those children do we know are girls? 12 girls. And do we know how many boys are at the library yet? Nope, so that's our unknown we need to solve. So if I add my minuses and my plus, I can either do 12 plus what, my add to find my all adding method, or subtraction. Okay, so I'm going to do on the side here 26 minus 12 equals what? So start in the ones cup, 6 minus 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I get 4, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. So I have 14 boys at the library. Is that my final answer? No, because now let's read the second part. Then 7 more boys come to the library. How many boys are at the library now? Do we know the total amount of boys at the library now? Nope, that's what we're going to solve for. How many boys started at the library? We know there were 26 kids, 12 were girls. How many were boys? 14 were boys. And then how many more boys joined at the library? Yep, 7. So we know that I can do 14 plus 7 will tell me how many boys are at the library now. Ready? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 boys at the library. So then my answer is 21 boys. Okay, make sure you have all of your work shown. We're going to do one more together, and then you're going to do the last 3 on your own. So let's look at the last one together here. Number 3 again, draw your math mountains, 2 of them, because we know it's a 2-step story problem. And I have my 1 with my square to show my first step, and my 2 with my square to show my second step. Okay. Jeff has 2 boxes of crayons and 15 other crayons. Each box contains 36 crayons. How many crayons does Jeff have all together? Well, first, he has 2 boxes. How many crayons are in each of those boxes? 36. Yep, so let's do 36 and 36. Do we know the total of how many crayons were in those 2 boxes? Nope. So that's our unknown at the top. Now we know we can add 36 plus 36 to get our total. So on the side, let's write 36 plus 36. We're going to start in the ones cup here. 6 plus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry the 1. Drop the 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there were 72 total crayons in those 2 boxes. Okay, now let's read it again to figure out what we still have to solve here. Jeff has 2 boxes of crayons and 15 other crayons. Each box contains 36 crayons. How many crayons does Jeff have altogether? So how many total crayons were in the 2 boxes? 72. Yep, we solved for that with our 36 plus 36. How many crayons were separate from the box? 15, yep. And we want to know what the total is. How many total crayons does he have? So our unknown is at the top. If I add my minus and my plus, we know that in order to solve this, we're going to do 72 plus 15 equals our unknown. So let's go ahead and do it on the side. 72, 15, make sure your 1s and 10s are lined up, equals, plus, start in the ones cup, 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. Didn't make a new 10, so 1 or 7 down here, 7, 8. So how many total crayons does he have? Oops. Need to do that. How many total crayons does he have? Yep, he has 87 crayons. Wow, he has a lot of crayons. 87 crayons. And I should spell crayons correctly because it's written throughout all over. All right, you have problem number 4. Oops, delete that. Number 4. And number 5, and number 6 to solve on your own. If you need to read the question, again, make sure you're reading the story problem again. Okay? Each one of these last 3 have 2 steps. So if you do just 1 step and you put your answer here with the label, you know that's not correct because I'm telling you right now that all of these story problems today all have 2 steps to get the final answer. Okay, so go ahead and read 4, 5, and 6 to solve. You do not need to do the check understanding today. When you are done, if you're in Mrs. Meddart's homeroom, you can post your work to Seesaw. If you are not, you can email it to Mrs. Meddart at meddartg@district112.org if you would like. Otherwise, keep it with your math book so you can turn in at a later date. Have a great day. Let me know if you have questions as you do this. I know this is tricky.